We're taking a look at how Devi from Paper Rex plays Skye on Ascent in the VCT Champions Upper Bracket Finals game versus EG and making a playbook out of this. If you just want the playbook, as usual, here it is. At the end of the video, I'm actually going to do a rundown and a custom game of the playbook, so keep watching for that. So before we start the round, let's take a look at the loadout. So for a pistol round on offense, he's buying 2 flashes and a CZ. Let's see how he uses those.
Paper Rex has set up the same toxic screen where they
so we flash right away, and then we flash into the right side of the arch.
It looks like an
the cat now Drake pushing forward. Paint shells at
pushing
the ready.
in.
Right as the wall drops, something going to be finding that first blood. Now Ching.
We're looking to plant because we have the
going to be
bomb.
taken down. Already site being occupied. Plant coming in. A very swift hit right off the rip here as Ching gets some timing. Gets himself swung up around the corner. Catches Cobb off guard. Forsaken on the bench.
We're looking
Ching now with a 3K to kick things off. Husio will drag one back. Sheriff in hand. Has to be respected, but something.
So we're starting with our team over here. We are immediately flashing actually over to here like that. And we're routing in this way. Then we look to help people in tree. Now we're looking to do 5 hit on B.
Right, wall up.
Instantly we flash just outside
rather
of
quickly
main.
over on towards B. Turret going to be cleared out.
Dog.
And the site is going to be taken, so it's going to have to
We
be a
dog
full
all the way
5-man.
straight to CT to push him out. Flash right away over here. Start over here. And then we move up to our mid-round position over here. And dog from there.
reacting really well to what they're seeing from EG. Now, this time around, the fast hit onto A is going to be shut down.
Okay, we
Just
flash tree.
something detected with
And
that
then
knife.
we go with our main
He's going to
team.
try to take a little bit of space. Of course, he will grab those rifles off the rip. Devi.
We're always going with our main team, and we're kind of like second.
So close to the showstopper.
Ooh, we got deleted here. So we start over here, and then we're flashing out this way.
Right
Okay,
back
we're starting
into
with
his hand.
the team again. With
They're very well
fast
aware of this. They
flash.
don't want to play
Okay.
around that Odin too much, so continue to find
And
these
we're off in
openings.
the bomb carrier.
As Forsaken is just going to be going for some...
To try to clear some
So we
space.
dog through.
Not
I
gonna be
don't
spotted
think the
by
dog clears
Trailblazer.
right.
Yep, Showstopper comes in. It's
Dog
going to be good for
doesn't
one, but now
clear right
Giacomo makes
side.
his position.
Same flash, and then we decide to dog in. Dog goes this way. And then we flash to the right again because that's where the omen was.
He's looking
it's like
for...
we're pathing to the
the
left,
pipe
close
goes
the
up to heaven
door.
as well to cut off that line of sight. Door now having to be broken down. So recon darts on point, finds the vibe for one, interrupts the plant and clutches it right.
Wow. And then it's the same. It's the same thing. We clear the right, so then we continue with the plan, which is path to the left, and then when the site is clear, then we want to plant the bomb. Looks like
Now
it's
they're going to try
another
to
A
contest
hit,
this A main
but
push
it'll be
that
a
Paper Rex has
flash
been doing over and over. They're going to use.
Okay, this is kind of like a Sova dart, doing a flash to around here, and this gives us info on if anybody is looking at mid.
Nade to try to flush him out, gets a good chunk of damage across, puts him down a half.
Okay, this time we dog to the tree side. So after we did this flash, we actually came back and continued the regular pathing. And then we did the dog, but the dog went this way this time.
Comes up the Lear over top of it. Fragment to try to slow the advance.
And this
Something
time we
already in here
scale
for
up to the
full
right
flash
because we
committing.
don't have the bomb.
Fragment to
Okay,
try to
we're
slow the
following our
advance.
Reyna
Something
so that
already
we
in
can
here
trade
for
her.
full flash committing.
But I guess it kind of depends where your duelist wants to go. If you have like one duelist, you gotta follow the
the
duelist.
plan going to be coming through. Calm
If
with
two,
that
you
frenzy in
can, like,
hand.
follow the other one as long as
Lucio
somebody's
trying to
following
get the
the
timing
first
to get
one.
the head.
Nobody was really able to track him down.
Same
Jing
thing.
immediately
Are we gonna see the same
blasting up and
flash?
having to cover that. So, and it's
Same
just
flash.
the same thing here. Again,
Very
it's just
similar
A
flash, not
over and over.
exactly the
Cobb got
same.
the spot.
There's a tag. Can he get him? Yes, he does.
Ooh,
He
God.
lines it up for the double.
Okay,
This is
you don't need to see that. Avert your eyes.
Walking forward, Giacomo looks to punish. He goes for the dismiss, takes his way back out to safety. Nade into the back.
Same
The
dog.
catch comes in. Ethan going to be slowed up. Now Demon 1 going to be taken out, but Forsaken able to find that kill. You can find here in this round is he is just going to have to let this spike detonate and hold on to that gun. Maybe some exits that he can...
We flash for Raze to go through. Flash for your team to go through heaven smoke. Wait, that's a different flash.
In that round, he's got a crucial tool online, which is that null command, something that can very easily...
Okay, it's different but kind of similar. Use a closer flash. I think they are pushing.
Brings us once again back into a winnable position because Calm is still standing.
this round is all over the place.
Mid-round position over here, and then we're dogging this way. So we use this dog if we lose control of A main early game and we want to re-hit A. And we should dog from a safe position, like over here, behind the jump-up boxes. Okay, finally a B hit. We flash right away.
After that,
Flash
seems like
lane again.
Paper X finally looking to change up the playbook just a little bit as something's going to be rushing forward with a judge in hand.
Dog
Sun Exec getting ready
towards
to start
CT
here on the B
again.
side, the Reckoning, to try to catch Calm here at
Decide to
backside.
go
Sends out that
lane.
shock dart. Good damage cross.
Harbor.
Divide down to 34. Busio guns him now. It's for
Okay, that exec was Pretty similar. We flashed over here immediately, then we dogged out this way, but it got destroyed, and then we decided to path this way. It looks like if we have to go for our team, we just can keep on continuing. We don't stop here. If our team already has sight, then we look towards market.
Allowed for a couple of the players to actually build up a bank, and it's just been whittled away at from the side of Paper X, because even when they were winning rounds, it was often quite bloody. But there you go, you can hear that showstopper being drawn out. Jogamo tucked into the corner, tries to get in front with a shorty, is going to be good for one, but now the rocket comes across and Jogamo will fall. It's going to be a 2 for 1, but now even up as Calm swings on the corner, finds Jing.
All this initial play is the same, so we start over here, we're flashing over here, and we can use our ulti. He used his ulti from this position.
Up the side a little bit for themselves, and then of course a great reaction from Paper X. Just locked down
Same
and play.
flash, but it's
now,
a fake because we've thrown that flash every single round.
Into play. Haven't seen
So
it all from him now.
they should think it's an A hit,
forward
but
as well.
they
There's
don't.
a little bit of covering fire and a nice bite coming across as Devi. He's going to be setting that guiding light. Gets a full flash with a diving shot from Demon.
That is ridiculous. Because we throw this flash every single round, we can run a fake by throwing this flash, then rotating. And then when we get to around this point, we have to be careful about people walking out B main. Normally, I guess you would have like a Killjoy turret watching here or something like that, or a teammate watching this side, making sure that they're not walking out.
Back, Jogamo going for a bit of a fake. Wants to go ahead, push the issue.
Okay.
And it's going to be 7-5 at the half. Paper X out.
Okay, so Paper X
He
at
is
7,
Unbelievable.
EG at 5. Okay, let's check out some defense. Okay, let's check the util and pistol round for defense. So it's all util for defense. On offense, it was double flash and CZ, and for defense, it's all
Be able to
util.
punch back. They went for a B hit. It was a really fast
So we
kind
start
of combo
tree. We help
execute.
Raze get over into the
Flash
cubby.
over is going to confirm.
On cat,
Paper
we
X
flash
playing back.
over.
They're expecting these, again, these combos
To A
from
main.
EG.
We flash over
are
to A
really,
main.
really impressive. The last time they did like an owl drone to clear space, a flash over the top to set up Demon 1 to dive deep into B, and you can see it's a complete dump, and Paper X is avoiding it.
Oh, but the pink shell's out from Jing, somehow finding Ethan up on top of Jen as Demon
We
1.
route back to heaven
and something takes
to fight
advantage
with
of
the
it.
team.
Trade back.
We start tree. We help Buddy cross to the cubby here. Then we route to heaven to fight with team.
Sight.
Okay, wait. Now we're starting B. Flash out here for info.
Beautiful lurk from Calm. This guy has been so brilliant on those moments. A little bit of spray here, and Ethan is going to find first.
Okay, we were going to do a fast rotate if nobody's there. Looks
Trying
like
desperately to get that orb online once to be
want to
able
be
to have that
careful about
showstopper.
mid, and they think it's
Up
an A
close,
hit.
spots one, can't quite line him up though.
We're looking to play
Up
heaven
towards
again.
Heaven, the grab on the orb, Calm saying, hey, you know what? If I grab this, if I get that plant, I'm just going to be one away.
We don't care about tree at all.
They have that Hunter's Fury, as we've seen how impactful they can be. Jogamo down to 7, but
Okay, basically rotated all the way like this. We're coming back to heaven to fight.
Jing going to be checking in on Boostio's little jiggle peek there. Immediately, knife comes out to check. Are there any other reinforcements there for Jing? He's just alone right now. Something has tucked himself into wine, but
So we stacked A. We're looking to rotate quickly in case it's not an A hit. Reyna and our Viper were going to take the contact here, and then they would fall back. If it was a fast A, then we would have 4 people here fighting, and then it looks like we were trying to get somebody into wine also. So then it'd be 3 people on site, 1 person wine. If it was an A rush, but it wasn't an A rush, so we decided to go back and then watch mid. So we're looking at mid from over here. We're watching
somewhat
mid, we're
keen
watching
to it. They're
mid.
going to smoke Jing off and try to go for a push.
We flash
from the tree.
inside the smoke, but there was no
Does not
info.
connect.
That's really
Hunter's Fury
unlucky.
gonna be opened up, tries to check into wine, something pushes for the second shot, however, will find him, takes him down. Timing swing from Jing, however, gets in on top of Ethan, the Demon 1 finds the kills.
Okay, so if we're watching mid, we need to flash mid for info before rotating off.
Wants to
Okay, we're starting tree
be
again,
aggressive.
but
He
this
wants to
time
be the
without our
guy.
buddy.
kind of building that momentum
And
with his ult utility.
We don't
for
flash
Paper X.
over. Okay, we avoid the KO knife.
Right, out to try to check in.
So we want to flash out mid if it seems like they're not hitting A main and they're not hitting B main and there's no info really. So then we can get info on whether they're pushing mid.
Backs away right as the shock dart comes through. Avoids that damage.
And this is that Reyna Harbor combo that's so good, but Boostio, oh, nice shot.
Okay, and then when we're defending tree, it actually looks like he likes to stand over here around this box area.
It seems to be working because you see the drift across. Something as well as Divine making their way back through the defending spawn. At least can
Still a
offer up
lot
that
of noise
healing.
B, so they're
He can
rotating
continue
well.
to try to hold here at B. In the meantime, the site
that
hits
looks
getting ready to come
like-
through on the side of A, and that healing doesn't.
And so when we play B defense, we play over in this corner if we're not sure whether they're hitting A or B yet.
Each round
Okay, so we
goes
start
in,
B
but now
again.
8
It's
to
probably
8.
gonna flash,
There he's
right?
dropping once again.
Yep.
Flash out.
Flashes.
The push forward, just clear out on the turret. At least.
Then we
kind of
push to clear out the turret,
Seeing
and
if
then
they
we
can
go
maybe
back.
catch in a lot of harbors because of that duelist nature inside of him. He's very happy.
On B defense, we flash out, and then we're rotating back and watching mid, and we can do this flash, which we just saw. It's like either one of these flashes.
Looks to try to hold that mid access, stop them from getting over towards benches. As we can
Yeah,
see,
so we just
5
dog
members
main
now
to
stacked
recreate.
up here from the side of EG. B is going to be where
Get
this
some
spike ends up
info.
going. Wall again
Not
going to be
sure where they're
raised.
gonna hit.
Busio gets in ahead of this. Before getting slowed, and there's no one to try to swing off this. Trying to watch this angle.
30 seconds left.
Second just has to respect it. Smoke gun out on the mid, and actually this could end up being an A pivot.
So on B, we played several different positions. B defense, we dog from here. And if we're falling back to site, then looks like we're coming this way, and then we're playing over here. On stairs, and we can flash main from stairs if somebody wants to peek.
Sell this as being a B hit, and now it is going to be. They actually pivot back. There's running out of time, however, 17 seconds remaining.
Then we also play stairs.
A little bit of a high-low setup. Busio, the burst, the ball swing onto the corner. Forsaken's going to be taken out. Now Divide gone.
He's more just looking to play kind of space there. Knife to
Yeah,
check.
it looks like a tiles
Big
push.
push through mid here for Paper Rex.
Interesting, it's just like KO. Flash over here, and we should flash over the wall, but I don't know why they don't. It's kind of weird, but okay. And then we just go back.
Spot each other. Again, TP from Jogmal, this time up into the site. Hunter's Fury across, even one of the knives out. Will find Jing for the first kill. Hunter's Fury still hunting, still looking for something, but this time won't be able to get the tag.
Over here, we have a retake dog. Looks like we want to clear out Gen. Stand over here, and then we just dog out. And then we can go for left side of Gen, right side of Gen to...
Straight back, Fire Freak. He's going to cross. Man,
That's for
even the
retake.
Demon One's 10 to the fragment!
Oh no,
For the
that's
first time, it seems like it just...
Pop flash around the wall.
And often Paper X guesses
Gonna flash
wrong
your dog here probably.
because they
right?
can't get that information.
Yep.
I mean,
Flash.
look at this read here on the expected aggression out of B. You have the turret set up to play contact. Ethan just waiting to see if it comes through so he can send that flash. This time looks like it may not be found, but Forsaken still thinking about creeping forward. Just to try to slow up this advance, allow for the rotations to come in. Flash onto the corner. Demon 1 going to be full flashed. Stuck
I think
down
we
at
just
the
flashed
switch
to try to slow them
continuously.
down.
He's getting stunned up. The
Honestly,
Seekers now
there's no
chasing
way
forward.
that we would
Won't
get
gets
any
raised. It
kills
kind of
there.
denies
Or
vision away from
anybody would
Divine.
get
And
any
something now
kills
going to
there.
get punished. Jogamo finds that kill coming through in mid.
30 seconds left.
Very collected forward. Fragment to try to clear out. Back steps. Jogamo pushing on that angle. The swing in. Divine going to be good for one.
Okay. On B, another position yet which we can play. So we're playing over here and just looking at this.
Because if you lose this one, EG's on 12. They're on map point.
We're doing a
Here goes
tiles
Jing.
Out
punch.
the rim.
Okay.
Goes for it. Busio again. Going to be starting off the
Yeah,
round.
with our flash,
with low
we knew that
HP,
nobody was
but
there,
He's still
so-
alive.
Left.
He's still going to be holding back,
Going
lingering,
back heaven
looking
with our
to try to catch
teammates
somebody
flashing
off
out
that
of
flank.
the
Flash connects there onto the drone. Forsaken somehow
Okay.
putting up
Oh,
his
we
best
like to
luck
play near this
impersonation.
box. We like to play over by this box as well, it seems. And we also pop flash out of the Astra smoke.
Oh, now for Evil Geniuses. Puts them on to map point, and they're looking to break it open onto B.
And look at the ulti they were able to build up in that last round.
Okay, it's a
Paranoia
flash.
across,
They know it's a
managing to
rush.
catch on the
Okay,
three.
what's gonna
Forsaken
happen?
continues to take the
Forsaken.
challenge, continues to swing the corners, finds one. Hunter's Fury
Play
opened
with
up,
team.
looking for the
Oh,
tag.
it's too
Jing
bad.
narrowly avoiding it. Forsaken flushed out. We're in a 1-for-1. Ethan, he's been strong so far. Util in. He gets that shot. What an
Okay.
explosion.
So that's game for Ascent. Let's cover what we saw in the VOD. Start with defense. A lot of the times Divide is starting in tree and then flashing through here like this. Catching anybody that's in the A main area to see whether they're pushing A. Next, we have flash out here. If there's nobody A main, when there's nobody B main, like there's no sound or we don't see anybody, our teammates don't see anybody, then we flash mid to see if there's anybody pushing mid and we get that info. We also help our buddy cross into the cubby over here. Really just like swing with them over here and then let them cross. That was only on pistol round. When we're defending tree, we kind of play over here. To watch tree, we can play like this. Or if we need to rotate off, then we're going to come this way. We're going to come over here, and then we're watching over here. And if we're playing really defensive, then we're probably watching somebody crossing into market like this. And if we have to, and if we're the ones watching mid and we have to rotate off, then we're gonna flash as we leave, like that, or like this. if we think they're already walked up. If we don't think they're walked up, and they might still be outside, it's going to be like this. Then we rotate off. A lot of the times we like to fight over here. And also over here. Otherwise, we're playing in tree because we can use our flash for mid, we can use our flash for A main, and we can even use our flash like this, kind of like a KO flash, to check mid as well, or if our teammates want to swing mid, we can do that there. Okay, so let's talk about defense on the B side. A lot of the times, we're aggressively taking this B main space or contesting this B main space, and we're flashing out over here, so that we can push up if there's nobody here and break the turret on top of the hut. Or if we feel like they might be aggressive, we can dog, stun them so our teammates can get that space. If it's later in the round, then and we need info, then we can stand over here and dog like this very safely and let's go with Odin. And get info. The dog can go all the way. You can see behind this hut where people might be hiding. And then if we're playing actual defense on B site, we're not going to be standing out here in the open. We're going to be coming back to here. We did not see Divide play this angle a lot, so he was playing over here like this. Maybe if you have a stinger or something. He had a stinger and he was playing over here. Or we're coming back, we're playing over here, or we're playing over here, and then our teammate is crouched over here, so it's a high-low, and we're holding the same angle. When we're not sure what site they're going to hit, we're playing around over here, so that we can potentially rotate off if it looks like it's going to be an A hit. But if it's a B hit, we're still here, and if we stand back, we can catch somebody crossing without them seeing us this angle. You can also flash for your teammates from each of these areas if they want to peek main. This one I would not flash from here because if they swing you while you have your flash out, you're dead. But over here you're undercover. Whenever we dog from over here, we do have to be careful about Odin and stuff like that. If there's no sound, they could have just walked up into B main. And if we dog here, that's going to be a pretty common spot to dog, right? So aware Sova players, aware Breach players, they're gonna aftershock you here, they're gonna Odin spam you here. Aware Fade players, they're gonna Odin spam you here. Let's talk about retake on the A side. So for one of the retake rounds, what we saw is that we're standing over here and we're dogging. It's probably gonna be somebody gen. You can dog to the left side, obviously, or you can dog to the right. You can actually check down there first before you're coming over to the right side. Check there, check there. There's also a pop flash over here, like that. What you can also do is just like this. That also works. Be careful you don't flash your teammates, and then you can have your gun out. Okay, now let's talk about A attacks. The bear is going to be here. Let's talk a bit about how to do this initial flash. You don't need to control it all the way. You just need to wall ride it. So you can do this. You just let go, and it'll go the way it's supposed to. It goes the way it's supposed to. And our next position is going to be here, where we dog, check both sides, check, and then we go this way. That's one pathing. The other pathing is if we're trying to take tree. We're coming to here. And we probably want to use the tree pathing when they're going to Killjoy ult or something like that, where we know there's going to be some value to taking tree. When you're scaling site, there's two pathings. One is around this way, where we're going to close the door, and then we're going to plant the spike. Or if we don't have the spike, we also saw one pathing where there's a smoke here, but we're coming in this way out of the smoke, and we're following our duelist up the right side of the site. Basically follow your duelist in, and it's going to be go to the left or hug the left or hug the right. And then when we get onto site and we're playing around this generator position because we just planted the bomb, and let's say our duelist is up heaven and there's a smoke there and they want to go through, so we should be flashing for them through like this so that they can go through the smoke and potentially get a kill with the support of our flash. Now there is a situation where we might fight for A main control early. We pop the bird and then we take this area, but then let's say they're contesting it and then we decide we have to fall back. eventually we decide that we want to hit A main. So we need to retake this area safely. So what we want to do is dog from over here.
Time to hunt.
Clear the initial area, and instead of dogging sight, we want to clear wine. So if you do this quickly, you should have some time to potentially clear a little bit of sight. Yeah, you can clear both sides of the initial angles if you're very fast about it. So you need to do that if we're retaking the space, because they can walk up and it's really common to put somebody wine if they've been doing that. Or if it looks like their initial play was to get somebody wine, then you should definitely clear it out if you want to re-hit A. And then after that, you can just do a later flash. Next, let's talk about the starting position at top mid. So there are two flashes from here, one over here and one over here. So the first one should pop just inside here, and the other one should pop just over here. So these are for info mainly, because there's nobody swinging off of them. There is one situation where we throw the flash, we pop it, and then we're rotating. And we're rotating, we're rotating, we're rotating. And when we get to here, we need to be careful of people being potentially here, watching the rotate. So that's the rotate play based on the conditioning of us always throwing this A main flash. Let's talk about how to attack B main. There's one flash that Divide is always using here. It's just like that. It flashes, it pops right here around the corner, and if it flashes lane and anybody looking at this archway, it does not flash people over here, or people in logs, or people hiding at stairs over here. If somebody's market, they can easily dodge this by just tucking in. So it really only gets information on these immediate angles. So another potential flash, which is similar to a KO flash that you could do, but Divide did not do, is you can flash out here. So a KO flash goes through this and then pops out there, which we can do. If our jet is ready to dash, you can flash through or smoke, help her clear the initial angles. So after we get the flash on lane, like that, then we come to this position, and Divide is always going for CT, but we should clear the angles along the way. Doing that. Clear lane, clear logs, clear whatever. And then Divide always went lane with a teammate, and then on the pistol round, he was staying here because his team had already cleared the site, and we're looking market in that case. But where we had to take site, we're walking out lane with our teammate. And I think that about covers it for the match. Appreciate it if you like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you want to see next.